Hey Aquarius, it's Rose from Sacred Waters Tarot, here to bring you a timeless reading for Aqua Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and of course my cross watchers. Cross watchers, you know the drill around here, especially if you are subscribed to my channel. You can find out a lot of information about your person, about Aquarius, especially if there's limited contact, no communication at all, or ghosting going on between you and Aquarius. Just keep in mind, everyone, this is a general reading. Not everything I say will apply to all of you. Only take what resonates, leave the rest for somebody else, and go on about the reading. Now, with that being said, if my channel has found you, if this video has found you, welcome to my channel. Please consider subscribing. Please like, please share with a loved one. Comment below, guys. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know how this resonates with you and your situation. If you do not want to comment, please consider leaving me your favorite emoji. All of this helps my channel grow, and I do appreciate it. I've been very absent from making readings. Even though this is a timeless reading, it is a new year, so I'm hoping to be here more often for you and more present for you. I also upload mini snippets of this video on my TikTok, which is Sacred Waters Tarot as well. Guys, in the comments section, you can find all the ways to book a personal reading with me, and I'd love to hear from you and read for you. So now let's get into your 2026 timeless reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and my cross watchers. Spirit, what are the messages for my aqua babies? For those of you who don't know, I have Aquarius Moon, so I'm right here with you guys. And let's see what Spirit has to say for my beautiful little aqua babies, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and cross watcher, Spirit. Okay. Okay. So guys, we're coming out of the year of the snake, and we're going into the year of the fire horse. So we shall see what 2026 brings in. Okay. So the recent past regarding your current energy, Aquarius, we have the Eight of Wands in the reverse. So there's definitely somebody that you cut off, or somebody that cut you off. The communication has been cut off. It could have been mutual. It could have been on your side. It could have been on their side. But it is Aries, Leo, Sag energy. So if you had a fallout with an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius, or you are an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and you're watching for your moon, or your rising, your Venus, or you're cross-watching, then that would apply to you. So there was obviously some kind of communication cut off, blocking on socials, blocking on phones, blocking everywhere. Okay, that did happen, okay, in the recent past. So cross-watcher, maybe this applies to you. Maybe you're wondering now, what's going on with Aqua after I've blocked them, or if they blocked me, or I ghosted them, or they ghosted me. Let's see what's going on. So, Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Wow. Now, this could be somebody that you were working on trying to get back together with. You could be saying, listen, I'm married. Maybe you're having problems in your marriage. You're trying to get back on track, or you've been single for a while and maybe somebody came back into your life and you were trying to work things out. This could also be somebody that you used to work for or work with. But I could see that neither of you want to really put in the work to this relationship. Now, this doesn't necessarily, excuse me, I can't even speak. This doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. It can be a friendship, can be a family member. We're just getting out of the holiday season, like I said, and this is timeless, but I have to say it. Holidays, you know, do bring up a lot of family arguments, fights, and you know, bad energy. You know, a lot of the holiday times are not a good time for people. Okay, it's very festive and it's beautiful, and it's a nice time, spirit of giving, but it brings up a lot of bad blood between families, you know, in all capacities, friends, families, whatever. So I feel like this is what's really going on. It can be a family member, it can be a love interest, it can be an ex-friend, or, you know, something like that, a coworker. But it looks like not, you know, you're willing to put in a little bit of the work, Aquarius, but the other person is not willing to, or both of you are not willing. You want to get back together. You thought it was going to be easy, and it's just not. And that's just how it is. Maybe you haven't been, you know, involved with your partner for a while. You guys are just kind of like roommates, you know, like, and you're kind of like trying to work on it, and you realize it's just too hard. So you're just going to stay roommates, stay like that. Let's see what the next card says, okay? Ace of Cups. No, there's love here. There is love here. And although this is a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces card, I want to say I'm being drawn and extremely felt to say that this is your cup, Aquarius, because you are the water bearer, like I said. and you hold the water, right? And then when you're finally ready to release, you just dump the water out. That's my beautiful Aquarius. Okay, that's what we do. So I want to say that in the future, you're going to tell this person, or you're going to try to, tell this person somehow, even though there's blockages. Maybe you're going to go to their house. Maybe you're going to email them. Okay, that you're in love with this person, or that you love this person and you want to give this another try. So now your person could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. They could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They could be any one of those signs. Okay, they could be any sign at this point. Let's see what's going on here before we start clarifying. So no one's willing to put in the work, and yet you guys are not speaking, but yet you have love for this person. So maybe you're just like, you know what, I love this person, but they're never going to put the work, and it's always me doing everything, and I want them to meet me halfway, and they're not doing it. Or cross watcher, you could be saying the same thing about Aquarius. I love this person, and they know it. But I don't feel that, because there's this cup of love here, and it's reminding me of the water bearer, holding water, holding your emotions for someone until you're ready to unleash. You may not have ever told this person how you truly feel about them. Maybe you don't say the word I love you enough. Take it how it resonates, swap it up, flip it, reverse it for your situation. Let's see if this is romantic or not. For some of you that it's not romantic, because I feel like it's getting there, then just take what resonates from this reading, because you will get information if it's a family member or a friend or something like that, co-worker as well. The Lovers reverse, strong Gemini energy. Okay, so because we have the Lovers card here, for the majority of you, not everyone, this is a relationship that you guys are no longer together. Okay? Like I said, strong Gemini energy, but if you're saying my person is not a Gemini, maybe this is your twin flame. Maybe this is your soulmate. Maybe this is your divine counterpart, something like that. Or maybe it's a karmic that things were really good. But I'm getting more twin flame, divine counterpart energy, and which can be very difficult. Okay? It can be very, twin flame journey is not easy. It's definitely not easy. So I want to say for the majority, for you, yes, you're not currently on the same page with your partner. You're not even speaking. Now, if you guys are cohabitating because you're married or living together, have children together for a long time, like I said, you guys are just like two ships in the night, like roommates. You're not really working on the marriage, working on the relationship, working on the promise. Let's see what else goes on here. Okay. I'm going to clarify a little bit as to what this is here, and then I'm going to pull some oracle cards. Two of Cups. So Aquarius, you clearly don't know it, but your person feels the same way about you that you do. Okay? Your person feels the same way about you that you do, but I feel like either one of you is going to say the L word, or one of you says the L word and the other one doesn't say it, but the other person feels that way. Interesting. Very interesting here. Okay. Two of Cups on the Lovers reverse. That's definitely like a twin flame scenario, getting back together. Ooh, what just tried to flip out? Three of Cups and the Knight. Three of Cups and the King of Swords here. I'm going to take it. They flipped out. So Three of Cups and the King of Swords. Your person is not the type of person, Aquarius, this could be you, okay? Doesn't have, whether you're male or female, doesn't matter, because this is gender fluid at this point. I'll let you know if I'm picking up on divine masculine, divine feminine, or not so divine, okay? The King of Swords here speaks the truth. So this could be your energy, okay, with the Three of Cups. So either you're going to try to get back with your person, or your person is going to say, hey, let's meet up somewhere, or let's try to do this, try to do that. Or you may be out and about somewhere, and this person appears, or you appear where they go, something like that, because there's something involving other people here, but it's not like a third party situation that's bad. It's more like being out and about, or talking to friends and discussing something Maybe you're going to go out with your friends this week or next week or whatever and discuss what's going on. Be like, so and so and I are not on the same page. I don't know how they feel about me. I know how I feel about them, but they haven't said it to me. Every time I say it to them, they don't say it back to me, or vice versa. Swap it up, flip it, reverse it again, Aquarius. But you definitely know how you feel, and they know how you feel. Now, if your person has strong air placements, okay, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini placements, this could be your person discussing to their peers that, hey, listen, I love Aquarius, but I just don't say it. Maybe I should tell them how I feel. Okay, so I don't feel like this is over. Okay, Aquarius, this is not over. This is just a break. Okay, and it happens. I'm going to pull some oracle cards to see what goes on. Okay. Oop. I'm not taking those because those came out together and I just didn't feel it was right. Spirit, let's get some jumpers here. Ooh, tell me about whoa, that was too many cards. Too many cards, guys. Ooh, this card wanted, well, options. And let's see what's autumn. Wow. So let's see what we have here, Aquarius. We have options, casual, dating, single. I am keeping my options open. I tell you what you need to hear so I don't lose you. Okay, Aquarius. So your person, that's probably why you cut off the communication, because your person all of a sudden out of nowhere said, I want to keep my options open. I just want to casually date you. I want to keep my options open, but I tell you what you need to hear. This way I don't lose you. So they kind of like want their cake and eat it too right now. Or they could just be saying this to you because they don't want to get hurt and they don't want to do the work. They don't want to put in the work. Okay? Now, autumn is here. Birthday, anniversary. It will happen in the fall. A special memory, a change may be coming. So, timeless reading. Maybe last autumn is when you guys really started to, decide that was your anniversary, or something happened in autumn, which would be September, October, depending on where you live in the world, but it's autumn here, September and October in the States. Someone's name could be autumn. Someone's pet could be named autumn. It doesn't necessarily have to be the time of year. Autumn also reminds me of like Indian summer, like a blessing that occurs later in life. So this is something different here. This is very like now for those of you who had some kind of romantic interlude with your person in autumn, that makes sense. Maybe your person is a Virgo, or maybe your person is a Libra. But definitely something happened in autumn or will happen in autumn. So if you guys are on a break, I want to say it might take a lot of you a long time to get back on track, because we're in January of 2026 and autumn is, way, way ahead. So I feel like for many of you, like I said, someone's name can be autumn, someone's pet's name can be autumn. Or it can be that something happened last autumn for you guys to create something special. Maybe that's when you fell in love, but the other person didn't say it. So let's see what else is going on here. But your person is why are they keeping their options open? Why are they keeping their options open here? Show me why they're keeping their options open. Okay, let's see. Ooh. Now we have winter. This is very interesting here. Birthday, anniversary will happen in the winter. Special memory, a change may be coming. Okay, so maybe you met this person last autumn, and this winter, is when you guys are going to get back on track. So that would be now then. Okay, so let's put this here and put this here. Do you see that? Okay, because we're getting the seasons here. So this is very like, to me, this is like almost like, like a very romantic twin flame scenario where when things are great, they're great. And when things are not so great, you miss each other like crazy. And you think about the seasons together and holiday time or special, occasions that go on in these months. Okay. So maybe this winter you guys will be getting back together. Maybe this winter your person might have their birthday. Okay, we're still in winter now. So your person's birthday can be in winter. Your birthday can be in winter. Okay, and maybe you guys are gonna get back together because you want to celebrate your birthdays together. Okay, but your person wants to keep their options open, but something's not right about that. Something is not right about why they want to keep their options open out of nowhere. So here we have defensive, guarded, sensitive, opposing. You always feel attacked when I speak and lash out, when you speak and lash out at me. I'm always walking on eggshells. Well, this could be how you're feeling. This is your energy, Aquarius. You feel very, um, you always feel attacked when I speak and lash out at me. Wait, this is crazy. I feel like this is like your energy. The majority of it is your energy, but then your person also feels like they're walking on eggshells with you too. And that can be because they don't want to deal with putting in the work of this relationship for whatever reason. It could be any specific dynamic. It could be any dynamic. It could be their family. It could be their kids. It could be your family, your kids, whatever. Work, stuff like that. But it seems, something's not right. Then we have feminine, divine feminine, fertility manifester. I am the divine feminine. I am love and compassion. I am intuitive. I'm graceful always. So for many of you Aquarius females, this is you. Okay. And this is how your person views you. Okay. But there are a lot of problems. There are fights. Okay. There's love here. And it's only being said by one person, but you both love each other. I see that. But your person's telling you they want to keep the options open, and it's because both of you feel like you're walking on eggshells a little bit, and you're probably okay with it, Aquarius, but your person is not having it. So, take it how it resonates. I mean, this could be, if it doesn't sound like you, and this sounds like you could be saying to me, Rose, I don't feel that way. The other person always accuses me of, having an attitude or being defensive and I'm just being myself. Well, then, take it how it resonates for you. But one of you is saying the L word and the other one isn't. But both of you feel the L word. Okay, so let's see what else comes out here. Aquarius. I honestly, when I see autumn and winter, that to me is very significant. And this relationship is not over. It's going to take a lot of work. Maybe the both of you, maybe one needs to give less and one needs to give more, maybe you need to meet each other halfway, because there's no reason why this person needs to say this to you or you need to say this to them, because look at how they feel about you. If this is a same-sex relationship, this definitely makes sense here. Okay, I don't feel this is a third party. I feel like this is the same person here and that this is your person. Swap up the genders, please. But we do have feminine energy here, so I'm speaking to many Aquarius females here because we have divine feminine. So the majority of you are Aquarius females, whether you date men or women, okay? Or involved or married to men or women, okay? Let's see what else comes out here, Spirit. What is going to happen, Spirit? Let's see what's going to happen here. Oh my gosh, you can't make this up. Look at this. Autumn, winter, summer. This is I have never, autumn, winter, summer. This is far from over. We have 3 seasons here. We have 3 seasons here that have a special tie to this relationship. Okay? The seasons don't change. Okay? We have 4 seasons. Okay? And the seasons don't change. And the fact that they're all coming out is unbelievable. Okay? This is really unbelievable. So this is almost like I'm pretty speechless, Aquarius, because I don't know why this is not working out. And it definitely seems like it's not over. Okay? So, because every season that you're with this person or without this person, they're thinking of you, reminiscing about you, or or wanting to be with you. For whatever reason, it's not happening. Okay? So like I said, you could have met in autumn or something like that. Okay? You could have met in winter. You could have met in the summer. It could be anything here. So this could have been a long-term relationship, or someone that you met last year and you guys are currently on a break, keeping their options open because of all the arguments, but they still see you as a divine feminine. Give me one more card. Oop. What did I tell you? 2 cards came out. Twin flame. What I say? Didn't I say this is twin flame? Soul contract, ascension. We will come together lifetime after lifetime until we reach ascension and live in harmony. So Aquarius, please be aware of this. If you are worried that you lost your person forever, you have not. It's just going through a very difficult time right now. And either you or your other person or both of you are not willing to change the way that your ways, or have more patience, or equal give and take. You're not willing to do that. But I feel like it's more on your person's side. But you guys are twin flames. We've confirmed it here. Okay? And then we have reckless. Hasty, rash, careless. I make decisions on a whim. I don't think about the consequences or how my choices affect you. This is your person. So let me tell you something, Aquarius. Your person has a very quick way of pushing you away, and they're reckless when they do it. Okay, they are reckless in their so they might have broken up with you very abruptly. It could have been very mean. It could have been very just out of nowhere, Aquarius, and you're like, what the hell's going on? Okay? And they're saying they want to keep their options open, and they're blaming it on you, okay? But meanwhile, they're not telling you the real reason why they don't want to work on this. And you have to be honest with yourself too. Are there things about you that you can change, Aquarius? Okay, because you are twin flames, okay, but your person is reckless. So you're the one more walking on eggshells than they are. But they're flipping it up on you for whatever reason. There's a conversation that needs to be had. It needs to be had here with this King of Swords. But they're going to be talking about with people, and I feel like you're going to hear about it somehow. I don't know whether it's online or just through a mutual friend or something, but you are to them, you are their divine feminine. They know they're never going to find better than you. They're more attracted to you. They know that you are independent, self-sufficient, and you don't need them, but you want them. That could be something that they have an insecurity with, Aquarius, because clearly you have a history and a past. Okay? It's almost like a novel here. Okay? So this isn't over, Aquarius. This clearly isn't over. So let me see what you need to know. I'm going to pull a few more tarot cards on what you need to know. Spirit, what does Aquarius need to know about this? You guys are twin flames, and you are his or her divine feminine, that's for sure. They think about you every season, almost every season. We're only missing one season here, right? Winter, spring, summer, fall. Actually, no. Unless this deck, I don't think I've ever seen a 4th season here. Autumn is probably springtime. Okay, what else does Aquarius need to know? 9 of Wands. This relationship is not protected. Okay, this relationship is not protected. Both of you are wounded. Neither one of you have the energy right now to put in the work. And you could be saying to me, Rose, listen, I do have the energy to put in the work. I didn't push them away. They pushed me away. Well, their story is different. Okay, they feel like you don't want to change. So clearly a conversation needs to be had. Okay, so someone's going to have to unblock somebody, but it's going to happen eventually because I see you guys getting back together. This is far from over here. Okay, so it just really needs to be like, you need to, maybe you're not feeling good right now, Aquarius. Maybe your person's not feeling good. It is the winter time. It is cold in many places right now. in the world. Okay, it's even cold here in Florida. Okay, it's even cold here in Florida. So, I mean, this could be where nobody wants to work on, because it's just, it's a very difficult situation. And like I said, the eggshells, okay, walking on eggshells. Maybe some of you need to do an egg cleanse, I'm hearing from spirit, okay? If you don't know what egg cleanse is, please Google it, okay? If you have something of your person's and you're not with them, like a shirt or something, a piece of clothing of your person. So if you don't, fine, you don't, then egg cleanse yourself, okay? Because I feel like Aquarius, there are things that you need to work on about yourself before you guys re-enter even entertaining this twin flame union. But you guys are definitely going to get back together because you are twin flames, okay? You cannot break that bond, okay? Your twin flame will be forever in your life, okay, until you guys get it right in each lifetime, okay? So with the seasons here, I feel like you guys have felt, been in many lifetimes together, as twin flames, as divine counterparts, as you've been their divine feminine, they've been yours. Swap it up, flip it, reverse. Again, like I keep saying, but you need to do some changing. They need to do serious changing because they are reckless. They are reckless when they want you away from them for whatever reason. They are reckless about it. They don't care how they treat you when they're mad. Okay, so that's something you need to consider. But there's always a reason why that happens. Okay, maybe that's how they show that you're not hearing them. So they act aggressively, okay? Very rash. Make decisions on a whim, okay? They don't think about the consequences until after. One more card, please. Oh, this flipped out. What is all these flipping out cards? Page of Pentacles here as the overall advice. So clearly, if there's a child between the two of you, or a child, there's definitely a child here. It doesn't have to be a child in the living. It could be a child in the spirit world that's wanted to come through. Maybe you guys are saying, we've been together for so long, we've been trying to have kids, and that might be the problem. There is a child on the other side waiting for when you guys can get on the same track to come through. A spirit waiting to come through. This could also be either their child or your child, wanting to see this work out, wanting either one of their parents or both of their parents to be happy, okay? Or it can be about the child, okay? It could be about the child. Maybe the child does not want to see their parent be with somebody else, but it looks like this child is willing to take it slowly and will accept the relationship, getting back on track slowly, or being introduced into the relationship slowly. The Page of Pentacles is a wonderful child. They're very creative, but they do move slowly. And once you have their heart, you have their heart. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, okay? So, but that also, there's no, like you could say, listen, we're not interested in having children. I don't want children, and we're too old or whatever. Then this is just an energy of saying that, hey, slow and steady wins the race. We can do this, right? And I feel that this person might actually take the initiative, if you have blocked them or if you have blocked them, to try to either come see you or come see where you are, come to your work or something like that, to try and slowly take the steps to work things out and ground the energy, because this is very ungrounded and this is grounded. Or could this be your person who's not grounded, who needs root chakra healing, okay? And they probably don't even know what that is, but you are grounded, okay? So Aquarius, this is temporary. You and your person are getting back together. You are twin flames. You are their divine feminine. They think of you every season. There are seasons that you guys have done things together that have been very special, or have talked about seasons together, okay? But this person is, feels you're very defensive, and then you feel they're very defensive. Both of you get uneasy around each other, and then this person becomes very reckless, okay? Okay, Aquarius, I love you so much. I hope this resonated with you. Let me know in the comments, okay? Please like, share, subscribe. Many blessings. Thank you. Bye-bye.